the Broncos at the Patriots. So this game has no line right now because obviously we don't know who either of the quarterbacks is going to be. Cam Newton's still on the COVID list, and then Drew Lock is. I saw he's 50-50 to play according to James Palmer from NFL Network. So what are you thinking here? Any thoughts on what this line might be and where you might go once the spread is out?
I'm almost certainly going to be on the Patriots. I mean, it depends on this line, but I can't imagine a situation where I won't be. I don't think Cam Newton's going to come back. The Patriots, I think, have a week 6 bye. So as much as they might like to play Cam Newton, if he can get those 2 consecutive negative tests, it might just be in their best interest to say, hey, we can beat the Broncos with Brian Hoyer at quarterback. I know that doesn't sound very appealing to people, but the Broncos are really, really bad, really, really banged up right now. Like, they have talent, but they're all hurt. The Patriots defense should be able to handle Brett Rippon or Drew Lock, who is going to be playing without Cortland Sutton, Noah Fant, in all likelihood, and KJ Hamler is also probably going to be out with a hamstring injury. So just so many weapons out. The Patriots will focus on containing the run with Melvin Gordon and Phillip Lindsay. I think if Drew Lock plays this, and it's Brian Hoyer, I'm assuming Brian Hoyer is the quarterback no matter what. I don't think Cam will get the 2 negative tests he needs, or I'm just not banking on it. If Drew Lock plays, I could see this being kind of maybe a 4 or 5 point line. I think if it's Brett Rippon, it's probably up closer to 7 in favor of the Patriots, just because they have a massive advantage all over the team, even if both quarterbacks are backups. And I think Brian Hoyer would play better against the Broncos defense. So I would take the Patriots in either circumstance. I don't think that the Broncos are going to be able to do this. Plus, it's Bill Belichick coming off a loss in a game that he probably feels like they should have been more competitive in. So he's going to be working them very, very hard this week.
So you think it's going to be Hoyer over Stidham? Because I honestly don't know. What do you think?
So my theory on that is Hoyer made some terrible mistakes, but Stidham also showed that he wasn't quite ready for the limelight. Like, he was late on that throw across the middle, put it in a bad location and got intercepted. I know Hoyer took some bad snaps and had like some really bad mental mistakes, but it's also important to remember that game, the Patriots had been up since 6 a.m. and had flown all the way from Foxborough or Boston and Providence to Kansas City. So I'm wondering if that had some sort of impact on especially the more veteran guys, who had been up all day and just, maybe they weren't mentally as checked in as they were because of everything going on around them. So I think the game being at home helps. I think that they should go with Hoyer, in my opinion, as bad as he looked. I just still don't think Stidham is ready, and I don't think he showed anything that would give me any more confidence in him than Hoyer. So that's why I'm on Hoyer. But we'll see if Bill Belichick agrees with me, because I could 100% be wrong on this.
Yeah, I was about to say, Hoyer obviously has more experience, but where was that experience when he forgot he had no timeouts, or when he held onto the ball for 20 seconds in the pocket and got strip sacks? So I think I'd go with Stidham just because he has more upside, but I could definitely see the case where you make an excuse for them being up since 6 a.m. and taking flights. That definitely is a logical thought process there. I think that I would probably join you with the Patriots. Unless this line comes out way too high. If it's like 10 or above, I'd probably take the Broncos, but even then, I mean, even if it's Brett Rippon, we know what Bill Belichick's record is against rookies. It's amazing. Now, Brett Rippon's not technically a rookie, but it's going to be his second start. So I feel like Belichick's going to throw stuff at Rippon that he hasn't seen before, even thought of before. So I think the Patriots should win this one easily. So I'm going to be with you in all likelihood. We'll see.